In this video, we travel through time into the past to explore a previous project called the Bar Car.
The Bar Car was a mutant vehicle that we built for the Burning Man Festival. What is the Burning Man Festival? You do your own Google search and figure it out. That's another video all by itself. Now, the Bar Car. Now, when you have Burning Man Festival, there's 60,000 people in about a 2-mile circumference. It gets really crowded. You're not allowed to drive your own personal vehicle when you're there. You can build an art car, a mutant vehicle. It has to be inspected and passed for safety, and then you're allowed to drive it around for the population. It's a great way to get around, great way to meet people, and of course, something awesome to build.
As you have probably seen from the videos, after we figured out the editing, that is, the car originally was a 1990 Geo Metro.
That's right, tiny little car, 3-cylinder, 1-liter automatic. Small little car, and then it got bigger. Now, we had to transport this down from Canada, so it was modular. Parts came apart, went back together once we're on the fly. The great thing about the Bar Car, driving around the desert, the open ply, you got to meet all kinds of wonderful people. People from all around the continent, all around the world, just there to have a good time.
And it was truly crazy, because you could find people literally from Australia all the way to the UK. We camped with people from the UK and so on and so forth first. Now, thankfully, with the Bar Car, it gave people a mode of transportation. You could just find people in the middle of the desert needing a ride back to center camp.
That's right. We ran into all kinds of people in different places, different times, and sometimes they admired the car, sometimes they were stoned out of their mind, and sometimes they just wanted somewhere to sit. Again, this is the middle of the desert and there is nothing. And all of a sudden, a 25-foot-long Geo Metro wanders through the dust and you're there with either a seat or a drink from the keg. So it was fantastic. Everyone loved the Bar Car.
And during a sandstorm, it was awesome because that car had so much lighting on it. During a sandstorm, at night, you could imagine hearing the woof, woof, woof of weird music coming from the speakers. See video. And just see the illumination of light from a sandstorm. It must have been trippy.
That's right. The Bar Car had a great stereo system. We drove it through sandstorms. I think our record, we had 33 people on it at one point. It had a stripper pole. It had jacuzzi seating. It had bar stools. We would go out from our theme camp and have people go with us and then come back. We were giving tours at random times, and the car had a myriad of different car horns. It had air raid sirens. If we were leaving and we wanted the group to come back, you just hit that air raid siren and they know that we're leaving.
With every adventure, there's always the possibility of sadness or extreme stress. This came in the fact of breaking a leaf spring in the hours leading up to Burning Man.
The night before leaving for Burning Man, we snapped the master leaf spring on the Bar Car. Everything, I broke it. All loaded up the night before, give it a little bounce on the trailer, snap. We run out to the parts store at 8 p.m. before they close, got parts, slapped it all together. I don't think we left until 5 a.m. the next morning.
Breaking the leaf spring was horrible. However, we've also had many other issues in regards to the Bar Car and Burning Man.
That's right. The leaf spring was the most chaotic. We bent the rear axle one year. The radiator fan failed in the desert. That sucked. The trailer tongue bent one year, and we had to get that welded on the playa by a stoner. All walks of life. I'll say this again. All walks of life.
It is with a heavy heart that we have to say that we no longer have the Bar Car in our possession.
That's right. Times change, people change. Burning Man was fantastic, but after we've already done it 5 or 6 times, it's time to move on. The bar car was passed on to another burner and is continuing to go back and forth to Burning Man, and we're glad to hear that it's continuing to be used and enjoyed by other people. Now, we get to start new projects, bigger projects, and keep it crazy.
You're crazy. I'm completely sane. I don't know where this craziness is coming from.
Cuckoo. Welcome to our next project. This truck's been in the family for almost 20 years. It's the truck I learned standard in. We're going to do incredible things to it. Or horrible things to it. You be the judge.
Thank God for Photoshop!